Hey folks, this is Mary. Welcome back to my channel. Another package has arrived for me, and remember the other day when the package arrived and I said I really didn't know what it was? Well, I thought I knew what this was, and you can see it's from Pen Chalet. And I did order something, just like a day or two ago. And this couldn't possibly be that package. It couldn't possibly have gotten to me this quickly. I don't know. I was shaking the box and I was feeling the box, and I think I might know what it is. And if it is what I think it is, I think I'm going to freak out. So let's rip open into this thing and see what's going on here. So, and doesn't that, can you hear that? Doesn't that rattle very enticingly? Oh, I think I know what it is. I think I'm going to freak out early. Okay. I got to get the box open. They do make some sturdy packaging at the Postal Service. Thank you, Mr. Postman. Okay. Goodness. I'm shaking the camera. Oh, it is! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Well, you've all probably been seeing these pens all over the internet this year, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get one. In case you can't tell, this is the Platinum Curidas. They are a little pricey. So, I was looking around on the internet, as one does, and I found this pen on the Pen Chalet website on clearance. Someone had returned it, and oh my goodness, it was such a bargain. I couldn't pass it up. Oh, and I can't believe it got here so fast. I wasn't expecting it until next week. So, thank you, Pen Chalet, and thank you, Postal Service, for making my dreams come to fruition so quickly. But let's open this sucker up and see what it looks like. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that is quite the plush cushion inside of a pen box. Good heavens. Wow. Oh, yeah. You know how you get kids a toy and they end up playing with the box? Well, that's me right now. And what do we have under here? Ooh, a converter. And a cartridge. And there is the wacky little tool that will help us take the clip off. Very exciting. And our little instruction manual. Okay. So let's look at this baby here. This is the Urban Green, which was the one that I wanted, and I'm pretty sure this is the fine. Yep, that's a fine. Can you see that? Is it focusing? Where's the camera? Ooh, there's a glare. I don't think it's going to focus. But that says fine, trust me. So, yes, the Urban Green was the one that I wanted. And I couldn't decide if I wanted to get the fine or the medium back when I was thinking about purchasing the pen. But the fine was the one that they had on clearance. So the pen gods have decreed that I would get the Urban Green with a fine nib. And I am very happy about that. Okay, so let's see this thing in action. All right. Oh my goodness. I am just amazed. This is amazing. Look at that little nib. Can you see that? This is terrible. Ooh, it's so pretty. And I was all gung-ho about this pen at first. And then I got a little nervous because people were talking about how hard it was to take the clip off. And then there's the little bump on the bottom. Let's see, can we see this with the little door opening? See how the little door opens? Ooh, actually you can hear it hit. I don't know if that's normal. Let's see what's going on in there. This is very exciting. Okay, so for those of you who saw my previous Pen BBS unboxing, that also had some interesting inner workings. So I will get out my little manual over here and study my instructions and see if I can ink this puppy up and put it back together and not completely embarrass myself But I'm sure some funny things will happen, but we will get through it together. So yeah, I just might ink this guy up for tomorrow for 30 inks, 30 days. And goodness knows I have plenty of teal inks and they would look gorgeous in this tealish colored pen. I do love this color. Isn't that beautiful? Can you see that? It's such a pretty color. The first time I saw these pens, I gravitated towards this one the first. You would think I would have gone for the blue one, but something about that blue color just didn't do it for me. But this green is gorgeous. So I'm going to figure this thing out, and I'm going to fill it up, and I will be back with tomorrow's ink. So stay tuned. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye. I have a very special item to feature in my daily ink video. This is the Platinum Curidas that I found online on clearance, and I had to snap it up. I couldn't believe I found it, and I'm so glad that I did. It is the Urban Green color, and it has a fine nib. And it's such a beautiful tealish green color that I had to find a beautiful tealish green to go in it. I'm sorry, teal blue, because it's 30 blue inks, 30 days. So, this is the ink that I have picked out. Can you see that? This is a Troublemaker sample, and it is Batanyan Turquoise. So, I thought it would go very nicely with the pen and be a lovely ink for us to try today. I've really been enjoying my Troublemaker inks. So, I disassembled the pen and read the instructions and put the pen back together, and I feel confident that I can ink up this pen on camera. I have said that before with hilariously disastrous results, so please bear with me. Okay, so, and where's our little instructions? Just in case I need some help. All right. So the nib is retracted. We unscrew the top of the barrel, and there's a little peg right there. It's actually pretty easy. There's a little peg, and you just push it in, and you follow the line and turn it, and then you pull the peg out. Did you see that? And there's our nib unit. And I've heard that the spring can come out, so you don't want to pull on the spring, just leave him alone where he is. And then we have our nib unit, and there's another little peg, and you just turn and pull him out. You just turn and pull him out. There we go. Whew. I may or may have not put it together wrong earlier. I may or may have not gotten it stuck. I may or may have not thought I broke the pen in the first 30 seconds that I had it. But Goulet Grip to the rescue, and all of the evidence is gone, and everything is fine, and the pen is working, so yay. Okay, so where is our little, let me see. I use a roll of washi tape to hold my samples, but these Troublemaker samples are so tiny that the washi tape is kind of too big to hold it, but anyway, it'll help if something horrible happens, but hopefully nothing horrible will happen. So, and it's so long. This nib unit's very long. Okay, and I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing or not, but bear with me. So I'm going to stick it in there and twist the little knob. And success! We have ink. And where is our paper towel? Let me see. Okay, so we're just going to dry everything off a little bit. And I've heard people say about, you know, getting ink inside the pen and having to clean off the nib and everything like that. But, you know, I'm not too worried about that because fountain pens are just inherently messy. And to me, that's all part of the fun. It's part of the process. So you just go with it. Okay, and I'm totally doing this wrong again. No one ever looked to me for a tutorial because I just don't know. Okay, and this is the part where I royally screwed up before. Okay, so here's our little knob. Can we see the little knob? And there's the little track on the, whatever this piece is called. And you line up the track with the little knob. And you push it into place and you turn. And you turn, there we go. Okay. So now the little knob is in the notch right there, and he's nice and secure. He's not going to come off. And then here is this little knob, and he is going to fit onto this unit and fit him in the slot. He goes down. Whoop, okay, he's going down. All right, what's going on here? Okay, something happened. What happened? What's going on? Our little trap door is stuck. What's going on with that? Okay, that can't be good. You know, again, I did this off camera several times, and after the first disaster, it worked perfectly. Okay, there's something going on. He doesn't want to go. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay, so I put him through the little U-shaped track, and now his notch is caught in the little bend right there. And then we add the cap back on. And there we go. So once you figure out what you're doing and you practice it a couple of times, it's really not that bad. I've heard a lot of horror stories, but it's really not that bad. So I think I did everything wrong I could possibly do the first time, so I feel pretty confident that I can get it from now on. So, oh, we have to do our little swatch. Ooh, and I get to write with the pen for the first time. So let's make sure our ink is flowing here. Come on, little ink. Waiting for the ink to flow. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, are we still recording? Okay, we're still recording. This is a catastrophe. The pen got stuck in the out position. I clicked the little plunger to bring the nib out, and then it wouldn't retract. So then when I tried to take the nib unit out, you know, the spring was here, and I tried to take the nib unit out, and it came out all by itself, this piece. So the nib unit is still inside the pen, and I can't get it to come out. And I'm afraid to pull too hard because I'll pull the converter off and I'll get ink everywhere. But I'm already getting ink everywhere. When I opened the pen up, the spring was covered in ink. So there's definitely something going on here, but I don't know what it is. So I'm going to have to put this pen away, and I will not be using him for 30 inks, 30 days. At least not for this day. So I'm very sad. And we will go from there. So the next ink video you see will not be this pen. It might be this ink though, because, you know, hey, I need to use it. Now this does look really, really green. I don't know how well you can see that in the light, but it looks really green on my hand. But it is called Battanian turquoise. And I have another troublemaker ink that's called Kawasan teal. And that one looks even greener. This teal ink looks even greener, and this turquoise looks pretty green. So, I don't know. Next to each other, in the sample vial, you guys probably can't see this, but in the sample vial, the turquoise does look turquoise. But on my fingers, it looks super green. So, we'll see. I will come up with something, and it'll be lots of fun. So I will see you next time. Bye-bye.